Hi guys, how are you all doing? Let me see who all are here today. Hey Simran, hi Amrit, hey Adarsh. Okay, I'm going to be looking at the chat box so you all can communicate with me over there. Hi guys, how are you all? I'm doing good as well. I hope you all are doing well. And just a second. Yes. Okay. Yes. You all can see and hear me clearly. Yes. Am I audible and visible? Fantastic. Fantastic. Great. Great. All right. So, welcome. We have close to 200 students today. A very, very good afternoon to all of you. It is a privilege to be here teaching you all. My name is Veronica Victoria. Many of you all know me, and I think we have a lot of new students here, so you all don't know me. And I just want to give a short introduction about myself. I am, you're not audible. I mean, I'm not audible. Yeah. Am I audible now, guys? Yes? Am I audible now? Yes? Okay. All right. My name is Veronica, and I am a part of this brilliant team of Sleep Scholar. Okay. I am a teacher here. I'm a senior IELTS educator, and I have been teaching IELTS for the past 5 years. I carry with me loads of experience. If I say loads of experience, that's about 19 years. I have been a trainer before becoming a teacher of IELTS. Okay. So I'm very happy to be here to share my knowledge with you all. All right. So for the past, hi Akansha, hi Ajinkya, hi Vikas, hi Chandra, hi everybody. Now for the past 2 days, I have been doing different explanations on. I started off with the listening module, and then I went on to the reading, how to manage your time for reading. And today I'm going to close with the speaking. I'm just going to give you a blueprint to the speaking. Okay, today we are going. Yes, Siddharth, just hang on. I've got a lot of surprises waiting for you all. Okay, so I'm going to be doing a few live evaluations. Okay, so please stay till the end. So until and unless you know how to go about doing it, you will not be able to actually do it. So all students who are new, as well as the old students of Leap Scholar, this session is going to be for all of you. It's going to be a beautiful learning just to get a brief idea. Okay, so let's begin. How many of y'all are excited? How many of y'all are excited? Please say excited in the chat box. Don't raise your hands. I can see so many students raising your hands, but yes, I am as excited as y'all. Fantastic, fantastic. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. Okay, so before I move on to the main part, I think all of y'all should know that I am going to be starting 3 batches very, very shortly. So students who are interested, please join these batches. They are going to be starting very, very soon as coming Monday. Okay, coming Monday, that is 30th and 31st August. And beautiful timings, very popular timing. Okay, I have a batch starting early in the morning for all those students who are going to college or who have classes, for working people, etc. I have a batch starting at 5:30 in the evening for all those students who do not get time in the morning. And I have a batch which is a 2-week batch, which is going to be for 1.5 hours for students who are going to give their exams shortly. Okay, and I am going to do everything in my power to train you all to the maximum. All you need to do now is please apply this code VVLive20 and book your class immediately, as the seats are filling up really fast. Okay, I'm doing fantastically well, Kartikeya. Thank you for asking. All right, you will get you just have to put VVLive20, no space, no, everything in capital letters, and That's it. You just put VV Live 20 and your work is done. You get the course for as less as 119 rupees. Okay. Now, let me go on to what I came to teach you. Pardon me. It should be in capital letters. So there you are. Just put in the code and you will get it. Now, let's focus on the study bit of it. My name is Veronica Kartike. Okay. Now, let's move on. For those students who know and those students who do not know, right? The speaking module for this exam, it's going to be only for 11 to 15 minutes. Can you imagine the amount of stress and practice you need to do for this 15 minutes of your exam time? All right. Even if you are a beginner, just listen in, you'll get an idea. Okay. Now, irrespective of whether you're giving a computer-based test or maybe you're giving a paper-based test, both of the examination, both of the types, irrespective of whichever you're doing, you have to go to the examination venue or the center to give the exam. You cannot take this speaking exam at home. Okay, so you're going to be sitting either in front of the examiner or you're going to have a video conference with the examiner. Okay, it's going to be in 3 parts. All right, and it's going to be a formal discussion which is broken over 3 parts and 15 minutes. All right, and you will be assessed on 4 parameters. Now, please listen very, very carefully. What are these 4 parameters? I am going to tell you very shortly. But before that, when you go for your exam, please see that you carry your passport. Okay, no Aadhaar card, no ration card, no voter's ID, no nothing, right? So please carry your passport and go. How many of you all have a passport? If I may ask all of you, where are you all from? Can you please write it in the chat? Where are you all from? Where are you all from? Bangalore, Noida, Agra, Delhi, Vizag, Chandigarh, Bihar, Meghalaya. Okay, all of you all are passport holders. Please get your passport ready. Please get your passport ready. Okay, in case you have any idea of giving this exam, the government has made it so easy now. So it's very, very easy to get a passport. Okay, it's made very convenient. It's not as difficult. Okay, all right, great. So you will be assessed you will be assessed on 4 parameters. The first one is fluency and coherence. Okay, are you able to speak for a long period of time? Okay, how is the vocabulary? How is your vocabulary? Are you able to speak words fluently? Is it coming to your mind very, very naturally? Okay, are you able to use some uncommon words that we don't use in our daily life? Okay, for example, if I give you a sentence right now, okay, I'm going to write it here. I'm going to just write here, wearing mask is important. If I just write here, wearing mask is important, and if I tell you, students, can you tell me another word for important that you all don't use very frequently? Write it in the chat box. Can you give me another word? Very nice. Essential, crucial, significant, imperative. Very nice, Paramjeet. Dominant. Dominant for this sentence, I don't think will be. Paramount is a good word. Okay. Necessary is something that we use very frequently. All right. Vital, imperative. Yes. Now, this is what I meant by lexical resource. You have to use a few words that you don't use regularly. You will not tell your brother, sister, mother, or father or wife, husband, child. You will not say, wearing mask is imperative. What will you tell them? You'll say, hey, it's important that you wear your mask, right? These are our normal everyday, like a native speaker. If you're speaking, you'll speak like this. But what does the examiner want to hear? Yes, the examiner wants to hear a few nice words. Okay, so that is why it becomes imperative for you to use a few good lexis. Okay, good lexis is very, very important for the exam. Now, pronunciation. Okay, you need to pronounce the word correctly. You will be given a band from 1 to 9 for pronunciation. So if your pronunciation is a problem, okay, when I say pronunciation, we cannot change your accent. Nobody is asking you to change your accent. But when I say pronunciation, CLICKED is pronounced as clicked, not clicked. Okay, so that is what I meant by pronunciation. You should be able to pronounce the word properly. Okay, then grammatical range and accuracy. Are you able to make complex sentences? Are you able to use a lot of connectors when you talk? Do you know the difference between of how to speak in the past tense and the present tense? All this is analyzed during this 15 minutes. All these, parameters are checked. Okay, so this is a very brief introduction about your speaking module and the parameters that come with it. Okay, are we clear over here? Yeah, of course. Shrishti, use of idioms is fantastic. More idioms you use for speaking module, the more marks you're going to get, hands down. Okay, but it should make sense. It should make sense. All right. So a short revision again. Fluency, that means you should be able to organize your thoughts properly and speak uninterrupted. Use good language, okay, words that we don't use on a daily basis. That is your lexical resource. Grammatical range, your range should be not only accurate, but it should be varied, right? You should be able to move to the past and come to the present. If somebody asks you a question about the future, you should be able to talk about the future as well. Okay, pronunciation, I gave you an example. Here, pronunciation is not equal to accent. Here, pronunciation is the correct pronunciation of the word. I would say it is called as phonetics, the sound of the alphabet. Okay, you join my classes and definitely I'm going to be teaching you more about that. The time is too short now. So students, in case you're looking to improve your speaking and get a better speaking vision, you want to get your speaking assessed by me in the class, please join one of the batches. The description is already given to you. The link is there. Do not forget to join and use the code and come and be a part of my teaching, which starts from next Monday. I will give you a better insight and we will be able to practice more. Okay, you can use simple vocabulary. Yes, Shrishti, you can. But of course, the parameters are there, right? So the parameters will be, you will be assessed on that. Okay, now the speaking exam is broken into 3 parts. Very briefly, I'm going to tell you what it is, and then I have the surprise for y'all. Okay. Now, the first part is like a personal interview, right? It's like an introduction about yourself. Okay. Over here, the examiner is going to ask more questions about you, yourself, and topics that revolve around you. Okay, topics that revolve around you. Now, of course, Umar Farooq has a very beautiful question. He says, what about pace? Guys, your pace should be such that the person who's speaking to you, it should be as if you're a native speaker. This is what the idea is. It is like a conversation, a discussion, and every step is going to be that way, right? Okay, so the first part lasts you for around 4 to 5 minutes. The examiner is going to ask you all possible questions about yourself, maybe your family. And, we call this part as a small talk where you should be answering about, say, 2 to 3 sentences, apart from your name and where you're from. The rest of the questions should be answered in 2 to 3 sentences. Okay, so this is a part where you get comfortable with the examiner, then the examiner tries to make you comfortable in the exam. Okay, yes, Ajinkya, you can. Now, what are the topics that would come in this part 1? It could be from anything, right? For example, what kind of art you like, can you talk about a birthday you recently celebrated? Okay, or do you like reading? What kind of books do you like to read? How about the internet? Do you spend a lot of time on the internet? Everything is about you. Everything is about you. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself? Could you tell me what are your hobbies? What do you like to do in your free time? Right? So all the questions are revolving around you in part 1. So again, I'm telling you, this section takes around, say, questions like these. I've just put together a very random. Yes, Akshit, I've already answered this question, and I've told you that part one has to be answered in 2 to 3 sentences, right? Not more than that. 2 to 3 sentences, okay? Right? So some questions are here, very random questions. Like, you can, definitely they will ask you, where are you from? What do you do? Are you a student or a working professional? All right. How often you go out with your friends? So anything that they talk, it can be about food as well, or travel as well. So the questions are, there are so many questions that can be asked about you. Okay. So you should be ready. Okay, you will get an ID. You will get an ID, Shafia. So if they ask you, you give them that ID. That's it. Okay. Now, part two is very simple. Okay, over here, part two, we call it as a long turnaround. What do we call part two? Now, after part one, the examiner will say, okay, now we are going to start part two. And this is your paper. This is your pen. Okay, he will give you a pen and paper. All right. And he will give you your question. How does your question look? The question will be given to you with sub questions. You are expected to prepare yourself for 1 minute. That 1 minute will be given to you by the examiner. And after that, you are expected to speak for 2 minutes. Okay. So this is an example question. This is how your question would look like. Okay, this is called as a cue card round or a long turn round, where the examiner is not going to speak. Only you are going to speak. So he is going to time you, or she is going to time you, and she is going to be telling you that, this is your time. Your 1 minute starts now. After 1 minute, you have to speak uninterrupted for at least 2 minutes. And this is where LeapScholar comes in, guys. We give you ample opportunity through so many mediums to practice your speaking, including in my class where I assess every student. So take the opportunity now and book your seats immediately and ensure that you're a part of the class and session. Okay. Now, this is how your part two looks like. Okay. Yes. Very good question, Paramjeet. Yes. Every question in the cue card must be answered. Every question in the cue card must be answered. Okay. Yes, you will lose marks if you don't answer the questions in the cue card. But if you feel that the questions are too less, see, this cue card has got around 5 questions. There are some cue cards with just about, say, 3 questions. Suppose you feel the information is not enough, you can add more information. Okay, which again, like I said, it's too short a time. This is just an overview of your speaking. So I will do that. It's like a full 1 hour teaching that I'm going to do in class. So please don't waste your time. Please do book your seats with LeapScholar with my batch, and I will help you to improve your speaking. The TRF copy will be given, Tamish. You check with your center, please. Okay, now for part 2, there is no sentence structure. You have to speak for about 2 minutes. Impana asked me this question. Impana, is there any limitation for the answer? So that's what I'm doing, part by part. For part by part, for the second part, okay, you will have to speak for 2 minutes, at least for 2 minutes, uninterrupted, okay, answering all these questions. So how you are going to teach, how are you going to speak, what you need to speak, how your brain is going to work, this is what we are going to be teaching you at length. Yes, Ravita, what is your question? Okay, now this is your cue card, okay. It depends on whether metaphors depend on whether it is applicable or it suits your sentence. Okay, then you can use it. Yeah, but I would say it's better to use more idioms, because they really give you a feeling that you know your English well. Okay, yes, you are allowed to look at the cue card when you are, I would not say look, I would say glance. Okay, glance at the cue card. Please don't read from your rough sheet as well, but just glance at it. That's more than enough. There is nothing more that you can do. Okay, all right. Now, what about the third part? What about the third part? The third part is a follow-up of your part 2. Okay, right? For third part is your follow-up of your part 2. Now, say for example, your part 2 was a cue card about social media. So all your follow-up questions are going to either be from that area, or it's going to say that we need to, we are talking about maybe the internet or the use of social media or something related to social media. It's going to be related to that topic. Okay, so what is our part 3? Our part 3 is nothing but a discussion. Okay, it's just like part 1. It's a spontaneous question answer session where I'll tell you what, you cannot see the question. For part 1 and part 3, you cannot see the question. Okay, so the question gets more complicated. Over here you are supposed to be answering 4 to 5 sentences. All right, so you need to yes Bhumika, I will do it, don't worry. Okay, so over here you're supposed to be answering not 2 to 3 sentences, at least 4 to 5 sentences you have to be answering. Okay, you cannot answer in 2 to 3 sentences. Now, for example, these are some of the follow-up questions. Okay, so the cue card was about, your cue card was about what? Social media, isn't it? Your cue card was about social media, and right, and your follow-up questions are about the same. Okay, so what am I trying to tell you here? I'm telling you here that it will be related, and you will have to be answering questions related to the same topic. Okay, all right. Can I see the questions in middle of speaking in part 2? Yes, Raya, you can glance, but please be very, very, very careful about certain things, like don't read the question from the cue card and things like that. Now, these questions are with the examiner. You will not be able to see these questions. Okay, part 3 again is about, say, 5 to 6 minutes. So you have 4 to 5 minutes in the first round. You have part 2, which will take around 3 minutes, give and take 3.5 minutes. And again, you have around 5 to 6, 4 to, it depends on how fast you answer, but they ask you in total 6 to 7 questions. Okay, Sarvjeet, with this you get 1 whole month, 4 weeks. Okay, now let us do a short recap before we start the live evaluations. Okay, I'm sure you're very excited about it. How many of y'all are excited about the live evaluations? I am as excited as y'all. Okay, I am waiting for that part. So listen carefully. Okay, listen carefully. All right, fantastic. Okay, now let's do a short recap so that when I ask you the questions, you know what you need to do. Okay, now the speaking module or the speaking exam is divided into 3 parts. Okay, got it? You will be in the examination hall for around, say, approximately 11 to 15 minutes. Okay, please greet your examiner. Sit, ask if you can be seated. Sit down. We start with an introduction. Okay, when you start with an introduction, over there he will start asking you questions like, what is your name, where are you from, what do you do, and what are you carrying as your identification today. You must say, I'm carrying my passport. Okay, so this kind of question answer session will go on for 4 to 5 minutes, and all the questions are going to be revolving general topics and topics that revolve around you. Okay, and you have to be answering in approximately 2 to 3 sentences. Okay, part 2 is your cue card. Immediately after part 1, they will start part 2. They will give you 1 minute to prepare. They will give you a pen, a paper, they will give you the cue card, and then you have to speak for at least 2 minutes. Okay, part 3 is a follow-up of part 2. where you will be asked 4 to 5 sentence questions, maybe a little bit more depending, but your answers should be in at least 4 to 5 sentences. Okay, and it is all related to the cue card. Now, there are some do's and don'ts that you're supposed to do, guys. Okay, I want you to use good number of connectors. Can you give me some examples of connectors in the chat box? Yes, Paramjeet, absolutely. I'm going to take that point up. Just wait. However, therefore, but, unless, fanboys are all conjunctions. They are not, they are connectors, but I would say stronger ones. Okay. All right. In addition, although, moreover, in other words, very nice, very nice. So everybody is prepared here, right? I feel that this entire, all of you, 350 of y'all are, really longing to come to get your IELTS done with, and you all want to score a great band, isn't it? Okay. Now you can use idioms. Can you give me some idioms? The grass is always greener on the other side. Very nice, Pritika. Conjunctions. Yes, exactly. Okay, I have to put up with my brother. Okay, she is the apple of my eye. Brisk walking is not an idiom. I was over the moon. Okay, it was a piece of cake. Very nice. Bread. This is my bread and butter. Okay. She eats like a horse. Okay. You got to hear two sides. No. How do we put that in a sentence? Okay. This was not my cup of tea. It runs in the family. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Hold your horses, guys. Hold your horses. Okay. Right. If you meet me, I'll help you. Okay. Yesterday's fiction, today's reality. Okay. Okay. She's very down to earth. Okay, we are both sailing in the same boat. Yeah, very nice, very nice. Okay, I want to fly like a butterfly. That means I want to reach the highest of heights. Okay, cut him some slack, Shubham. Not slang, slack. Please cut him some slack. That means don't bug him. All right. Okay, very nice, very nice. Okay, so you know your idioms as well, but try to fit it into your answer. Don't just randomly use the idiom just like that. The more you fit it into your answer, the more it makes sense, doesn't it? Okay. Lexical resource. I think I told you about lexical resource. Very nice, guys. Yes, very good. You all are doing a fab job. I'm super proud of all of you all attending here today. Lexical resource. Okay, you all have to use good lexis. Yeah, that is your vocabulary. Uncommon words. Okay, all of us are speaking normal English, but uh, we need to get it. We need to use words that we don't use regularly. Okay, so Arshdeep, what is the meaning of lexical resource? Okay, so instead of saying how would you say now? Can you give me another word for the word, say, happy? Ashdeep, give me another word, a better word. Give me a good lexicon. Very good. Jubilant, delighted. Very nice. Joyous. Very good. Elated, content. See, instead of just saying happy, use these words. Right? Right? Did you get it, Ashdeep? Right? So this is what I meant by using good lexis. When you say good lexis means use words that we don't use normally. But I'm not saying that every sentence should be like that, guys. At least in 15 minutes, around 7 to 8 words should do you good. Okay, exhilarating. Very nice. Okay, try to make complex sentences. Now, again, that is another reason for you to join, because not only you will be learning a lot from my end, okay, with me, we will also be giving you a lot of grammar classes. And this grammar classes are going to be helping you a lot. Okay. Now, what you don't have to use when you go for your speaking exam: fillers. Please, what are fillers? What are fillers? Mm, those are fillers. Okay. Avoid repetitions and avoid slang. Okay. Please avoid slang like I want to go, I don't want to go, she's got to go. You're not talking to a friend. You are talking to an examiner, and it has to be a formal way of speaking. Okay. So ensure that you're enjoying the conversation. At the same time, please ensure that you are speaking formally. Okay. Okay. Now, shall we get into the actual evaluations? Yes. Okay. Now, before I start the evaluation, what I'm going to do is, yes, students who wish to participate, please raise your hands. And if your hands are raised, then I'm going to understand that you want to participate. Okay, I can see the numbers soaring really high. I'm super excited for this. Okay, please switch on your camera so that you get a wholesome experience. Students who are a little free, the link is already put in the chat box. Please go in and please enroll yourself in one of the 3 courses. Students who are going to give their exams shortly, then please go in for the 2-week batch. That will help you. It's a 1.5-hour session, and the time also is very, very good. Early morning, students who wake up really early. I have a 6:30 to a 7:30 a.m. batch. The last time, I mean, the batch that is going to finish, I had a total enrollment of 400 students. You won't believe the number of students that come wake up early in the morning to attend class was wow. Okay, and I'm enjoying every minute of it. I have another batch that starts at 5:30 to 6:30 in the evening. Okay, from 5:30 to 6:30. So if your that time permits you, please go and use the referral discount. Please type in VVLive20 and you will be able to get an additional 20% off for just 119 rupees. That's it. So you will get your speakings evaluated from me. Apart from that, you will get a lot of other benefits. So all those students who want to improve their speaking, run quickly, join the batch and get ready. Now, let's start. Jigar Patel. Are we ready, Jigar? Jigar?
Yes, ma'am.
But I can't see
Am I
your
audible?
face. You're
Hello.
audible.
Hello. Hello.
I can't see. 1 minute. I can hear
Hello.
you, but I can't see you.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. You are audible. Hello.
Do you have a camera option?
No, ma'am.
You don't have a camera option.
Yes,
Okay, all
ma'am.
right. Cool, no problem. That's fine. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm going to be doing part 1. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, Atira. 1 second, Jigar.
Okay, ma'am.
Atira, you can get in touch with me and I will help you. Yeah. Okay, right. No. All the 4 modules I'm going to cover, guys. Speaking, listening, writing, and reading. All the 4 modules in depth. In depth. Okay, let's start. Okay, Jigar, I'm going to be doing part 1 with you. Are we ready?
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Definitely.
Okay, I'm ready to. Okay. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
What is your name?
My full name is Jigar Patel.
And how may I call you?
You can call me by my first name, that is Jigar.
Okay. Where are you from, Jigar?
Well, ma'am, I am from Surat, which is well known for diamond and textile industry. It is located on the bank of River Tapi.
Okay. Are you a student or a working professional?
Well, right now I am a student and I have completed my Bachelor of Engineering in Civil Stream. And right now I am preparing for English Proficiency Test in order to migrate any destination.
Okay. What do you like to do in your free time?
Well, generally, I frankly speaking, generally I'll do reading fiction book because of I'm an ardent fan of reading a book, and whenever I read the book, so I feel happy with myself.
Okay. Very nice, Jigar. Okay, good. Thank you, Jigar. That was really nice. You were very
Thank you very
thrilled
much,
and
ma'am.
excited, I think. Okay.
Yes,
All right.
ma'am.
I like the use of the word ardent. It was very
Yes,
nice, but slight pronunciation
yes,
for the
ma'am.
word read. Okay, I read. Yes. Okay. And you should have
Read,
said
yes,
I
ma'am.
read
Exactly.
fictional books. Huh? Read
Okay,
fictional
ma'am.
books.
Fictional
Okay.
book. Yes,
So
ma'am.
these kind
Okay,
of
ma'am. Okay,
correction,
ma'am.
very fictional books. Okay. Very nice, Jigar. Very good. Keep it up. All right. So this
Thank,
kind of 1-to-1 I will
thank
be
you very
able to
much,
give
ma'am.
you when you join. this kind of one-to-one feedback, students, I will be able to give you if you join my batch. It's very difficult to give for all you beautiful 340 students, but I'll try my best to do the max with the time I have. Okay, Hina Shastri.
Thank you very much,
Jigar, please
ma'am,
mute yourself.
for
Thank
okay,
you, my
ma'am.
dear Jigar.
Okay.
Yes. All right. Hina Shastri. Hina. Hina Shastri. Okay. Glory. Glory. Okay. Tamima. Tamima. Tamanna.
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Okay. Hi, Tamima. All
Hi.
right.
How are you?
Tamima, shall we start?
Yes, please.
Hello.
Yes,
Yes.
please.
Okay. So I'm going to be asking you a main part. Yeah. Please answer. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am, I'm ready.
Okay. Your topic is travel and transport. Okay.
All right.
Okay. How easy is it to travel around your country?
I think it's pretty much easy to travel all around my country because of all the um, transports that are available. There are buses, there are trains, and nowadays there are services for flying also from one division to another. So I can recount that last week I went to Chittagong from Dhaka, and I took a plane. It was a half an hour journey, and it was quite pleasant. And people can go from district to district also using trains and private cars also. But due to the pandemic, I can see that many people are not actually choosing to travel.
Okay. Okay. Which method of travel do you consider the safest and why?
I think during the pandemic, it's the safest to travel in a private car, and people should really try to avoid traveling in buses or in other vehicles where too many other people are also there.
Okay. What are the pros and cons of low cost air travel?
I'm sorry, I didn't get you. Low cost?
Okay. Air travel. Air. What are
Uh,
the pros and cons of low cost air travel?
so nowadays, it's really available for many people to try planes. And I think there are many pros, and the pros will obviously outweigh the cons because in the past, too many people would not be able to travel by planes. And nowadays, even middle class people would also uh, travel by plane, and it would be a comfortable journey for people from any class. So yeah, and cons are that sometimes those low cost planes are not enough eligible for good quality services. So that might be a con.
Okay. All right. Very nice, Tamima. Thank you so much. It was good. All right. What I needed you to do is I need you to frame your beginning of the sentences a little bit better. All right. Maybe you can add a little bit more connectors. Okay, Tamima? Because part 1 and part 3 is a rapid fire, like a rapid fire round. Okay. So you don't get time to think. Right. So practice it well. Otherwise, overall, you did a good job. That was nice. Try to practice a little bit more using connectors and a little bit more good lexis when you are speaking casually when you talk. Okay, otherwise overall great job. Very nice.
Thank you, ma'am.
Very good, very good. Okay guys, next Hina Shastri. I don't know, she's given permission, but Aishwarya. Aishwarya. Okay. Shalini Gupta.
Excuse me, ma'am. Sorry to interrupt. This is
Okay.
Aishwarya.
Okay, Aishwarya. All right. Aishwarya will do a part 1. Okay, we'll do a part
Sure.
one. Okay, all right, great. Good afternoon. What is your name?
Good afternoon, ma'am. My name is Aishwarya.
Where are you from?
I was born and brought up in Visakhapatnam, that is in South India, Andhra Pradesh district,
Okay.
and sorry, Andhra Pradesh, state of Andhra Pradesh. And Visakhapatnam, like it is an amazing city with a lot of beaches. Like I was very fond of beaches from my childhood, and I love beaches. Like till now, like I'm nearly like in my 20s, but I love going to beach. Like nearly in every weekend, like every Sunday, I never miss going to beach, and also enjoy with my family and friends. And also, I love eating Maggie there. That's a really good time pass for me. Like favorite thing to do in my weekends.
Okay. Are you a student or are you a working professional?
Uh, yes, I'm a working professional. Like I was working, I'm working in TCS for 2 years, 2 years for now. And my role is like I need to perform ethical hacking, like you can say like cyber security analyst. So I wanted to pursue my masters in same field. So looking for a good university ahead.
Okay. Can you tell me some things you like about your job?
Yes. Frankly speaking, I love my job because it's challenging every day. Because like daily morning, my manager he pings me and he'll ask like what is the task for today, and he'll give me new challenges every day. Like I don't get to I don't get to feel like I was bored with my work. Like because computers is an ocean actually. We doesn't even know even a single drop, actually single drop. So actually I think that I need to learn very much. Like whatever my manager tells me, I have to do like day to day targets, nothing but some agile methodology. So that is very exciting. I never get to feel like I couldn't do something or not. It's just like keep trying until you gets that desired result.
Okay, fantastic. Very nice, Aishwarya. Thank you. Aishwarya, I'll tell you one place where you made a mistake. Okay, when I asked you, where are you from? You went a little bit more than what was asked in the question. Okay, so when you say, where are you from, you talk about your place, but you went into what you like to do there and things like that. So, guys, I would say you talk about the question at length. Don't deviate from the question. All right. Okay. And you have a
Yes, ma'am.
repetitive word which you like which is like. Okay, so you like this word like, and you keep saying it too often. You need to reduce the use of repetitive words. Okay, it's very, very
Okay.
important. So try to find what is another, another word that I can use to replace the word like. If there is something that is habituated, you need to change that from now on. Okay, you need to ensure that you're changing it, so that you don't make and repeat those mistakes, and use it a part of your daily life. Make it a part of your plan, right? Okay, and plan your speaking in such a way that you don't repeat words. You're cautious about what you're saying. Okay, do that. Okay, otherwise, good job, good job.
Okay, ma'am.
All right,
Okay.
guys.
Thank you,
Okay,
ma'am.
so you're most welcome. So I did this, and my time permits me only for this kind of evaluation right now, which I did with the four of y'all. Thank you so much for joining me, students. If you all join my classes, you're going to be trained on at this length, and I am going to be doing your personal evaluations. Please look in the chat box. You will get the description. Please join immediately. And if you want to be a part of my speaking, my batch, which is going to be covered for the next 4 weeks, I'm going to cover all the four modules: speaking, listening, reading, and writing in detail. Then please go on and click on the description on the link that is given in your chat box, and you will be able to join any one of the batches, either a 2 week batch in case you have exams coming up shortly, or a 4 week early morning batch. Okay. And my name is Veronica. Okay, and otherwise you can join the 5:30 to 6:30 batch. I am looking forward to seeing all of you. I'm very excited. We are going to have a beautiful session. I am very proud to tell you that I have a lot of my students here as well, so they know it. Okay, and they can vouch for it as well. Okay, Madhu, we do have general, the classes are for academic, but there is not much difference between general and academic, and we give you all the material as well. So please feel free and feel happy to get it at 120 rupees. You will benefit more than what you require, Madhu. That is my promise to you. Okay. So you will get speaking evaluations. You will get 3 in the speaking club. Leap Scholar has got plenty opportunities for you to practice your speaking with students who are registered. Okay. How many of y'all have paid the fees and how many of y'all have joined which batch? Please raise your hands or please write in the chat box. How many of y'all code VVLive20? You get an additional 20% off. Join the batch. Join the batch, and I will ensure that you are ready, set, and to go for your IELTS exam. Okay. So I am looking forward. Chelsea, don't waste time because the seats are going really fast. Okay. And please do that. Shrishti, all the best and do well for your exam. It doesn't matter whether you can join it or not. I'm happy that you were here today. God bless you for your exam. Okay, great. Yes, if you miss classes, you will get recorded sessions. Guys, I forgot to tell you one very important feature. You're going to get a certificate of completion once you have finished all the requirements, and you will get a course completion certificate from Leap Scholar. How great is that? Okay, so please join the batch. The link is in the chat box. Scroll, click on it, join anyone that suits your time, and please do it fast because the seats are filling up. God bless you all. I'll see you in my class. Take care of yourselves. Be rest assured that I will assess you personally. Take care, guys. See you all, and good day. Bye-bye.